So then that brings you to, when did you release your second project? And what was the inspiration behind you releasing your second project?
So let's see, 2014 was Mixed Green Salads, and then my next official project after that was quit my day job. But just before that was Dreaming Out Loud. So 2014, I do Mixed Green Salads, just kind of bumping around the city, trying to figure it out. 2015, this time I think I'm working at Macy's or something, and then like 2015, the end of that year, I quit Macy's. So that next year, that's 2016 now, I'm running through the city, but like in a real ass way now. Now I'm performing in subway trains.
So what was that experience like? And did you generate like a lot of money doing that?
Like some days you like, so I would like to give y'all a scale, like me being a rapper, I don't know what other rappers would have did down here, but like on a good day I come home like after about a good 4 or 5 hours, I come home like $100. Like most days I just go out there for like an hour or two if I'm going out there nowadays, and I come home like 40. But like, let's say you was like an R&B singer, like a really good singer, or even just like a good singer. But especially if you're a really good singer with a unique voice, that same 2 hours that I'm out there for, and you go out there, you coming home with like $200-300. You know what I'm saying? Like a good singer was singing a good cover.
I've seen some good singers.
Yo, bro, like I got a homie. She went viral off that shit. Like she was getting like offers from like 50 Cent and shit on, shouting her out on Instagram and shit. She went like straight viral off that shit back in the day. That was like 2017 and 18 or something like that. But like yeah, bro, like you could, if you like, especially if you're a good singer, you can make a lot of money doing that shit. But 2016, I'm running through the city and just kind of taking it all in. And then that Thanksgiving, like prior to that, so running the trains, performing on the A train, I met a dude named Cody Farr. And he was like, yo, you should fire. We should do something together. He ends up sending me some beats. I record one record. It's called I Spy. I Speak It Into Existence. SISPIIE. And after that, he sent me more beats. And then I just ended up recording like another 4 songs. But I recorded and mixed all 4 songs on Thanksgiving Day and released that project on Thanksgiving Eve. So Dreaming Out Loud, I went in the backyard. I took a picture of the backyard, you know what I'm saying, the sky and shit. Did the graphics real quick. Went inside, recorded all the songs. My girl was like in the kitchen cooking Thanksgiving food. I recorded the whole shit, mixed the whole shit, put it out that night. You know what I mean? So like that's Dreaming Out Loud. That's how that came about, from performing in subways and just wanting to speak it into existence. So it's like Dreaming Out Loud is the intro. All I ever wanted was a tour bus, like a Diet Pepsi and a Mentos. Martin Lawrence, I'm about to blow up. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking shit out into existence. Just dreaming out loud. And then came quit my day job. For the people that's watching at home, we gotta get a like for that. That's like real hip hop shit right there.
Excuse me. You put it out on like you finished working on that on Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
That's
so like I did the whole thing that day.
That's crazy.
Like that wasn't like took the picture, did the graphics, recorded the song. Like so I cheated a little bit though, because I Spy was already a song that I did already. It was already recorded. So like that one was one song already down and ready to go. And then after that, the other 4 songs though, I did them all that day. You know what I mean?
That's still pretty fucking awesome, because you gotta think that's like Tupac. That's like a Tupac work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Like to
I was on fire back then. I'm
to put out again. to record that much music at one time and for it to sound good, you know what I mean? It takes a lot. Like that shit is not easy. Anybody could, you know what I mean? But that's pretty dope. Like I never knew that.
Yeah, so like that's how that project came to be for me and him. Moving around in the city and just like the universe bringing people to me. That's why sometimes I feel like I really need to get back out there. I had stopped for a long time, but And I had my own personal reasons for that. Like, I just kind of felt like I was taking advantage of it. Like, I wasn't really, like, doing what I was supposed to be doing with that type of, like, moving around. And I just felt like I didn't want to waste the people's time until I, like, figured out exactly what the fuck, you know what I mean, get my priorities in order. So it's like, because, like, people, like homeless people, you know what I'm saying? Like, people that didn't have shit, living in the trains, just putting their money in my bag.
Oh, yeah?
Because I was killing that shit.
Now, that's hip hop shit.
And it's like, I would just, like, go outside, like, after that and, like, buy some weed. Or something. Like,
buy some weed.
Yeah, like, so I stopped feeling right about it after a while. It's like, let me just, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me just figure this shit out a different way. Or at least, like, figure out, like, myself a little better so that now when I go down there and they do give me that money, like, I can actually just put that to the side and set that aside for, like, an actual move to make. You know what I mean? And just have that budget built up. You know, I kind of think I'm kind of there now. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm broke as fuck this week, but, like, mostly in general these days, I'm there now. So it's like, I kind of want to get back out there, you know what I'm saying?
Got to.
Yeah,
Gotta feed your audience, cuz.
Yeah, man, like, I was killing that shit. But, like, that's how a lot of the songs on Quit My Day Job got picked, too. Like, Fresh is like, I killed the Subway train.
So what was the inspiration behind that title, though?
So, like I said, I was working at Macy's from 2010 to 2015. Like, I think I scaled back my time being at, like, Quad and Tainted Blue and all that stuff. Tainted Blue is now in the Penthouse Studio. On the top floor in the Quad building, but shout out to him, my man Jesse, real quick. He owns that shit, and like he was an intern. You know what I'm saying? He was an intern up there for a little while now, and he's like a part owner of that shit. That's crazy. Shout out to him, but
shout out to your man Jesse.
Yeah, but J Roth, but I was working at Macy's and shit, and it's just like 5 years, and it's kind of like where I'm feeling that right now. So it's probably gonna be a quit my day job too.
Do a part two too.
I already got some songs picked out for it, so it's a possibility. But it's like I just felt like at this point, like I still don't got shit figured out, but at this point I'm ready to like try again. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready to like look like a bum for a little while trying to figure this shit out. Like for a little while I was concerned about not having income, not having like any real type of bread coming in from this shit, like not being able to show them for all the effort I'm putting in, but like that's just your mind, you know what I'm saying? That's just your mind fucking with you. And I caught a little second win at the end of 2015, so I left. My last day at Macy's was New Year's Eve. Left that day. New Year's Day, I went New Year's Day, or like that week, I went and bought the amp to perform in the Subways. There's another funny part to that story. Shout out to my man Amric, all my friends are stars. I was like, man, I was just talking to him, and I was just like, yeah, bro, I'm kind of thinking about like going in the Subways performing and shit. And he was like, yeah, I was thinking about that shit too. And then like that next week he bought his amp and he was out there doing it. And I was like, damn, I can't let this nigga like get ahead of me. Like, so that was like the first time too I ever felt like competitive with somebody, but like in like a nice way, like in a that's a rival, like that's the homie that
like just, a motivational
exactly. And that was dope. I enjoyed being around him. Like he's out in Sweden right now, Gothenburg.
Yeah, that is dope. Because instead of buying like some Jordans or some shit, it motivates you to go buy an amp.
I got that amp right in the room right now too. Like and it's like that's an investment. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I bought that shit. I spent like $300-$400 for the whole rig, a microphone cable, the amp, some batteries. You know what I'm saying. $300-$400, and then that shit made me like $300-$400 a dozen times over. You know what I'm saying. Like so it's like. I got you. Left Moody from Cohen. I seen The Wire trying to do the thing, trying to do the Final Destination shit.
I just peeped that. I ain't trying to overcharge my joint.
Oh yeah, but like so I quit that job and I just bumped around the city for a little while. I can't remember exactly when I released Quit My Day Job, but like. At that point though, like I kind of took some time to like really like be out there in the streets, getting it, try to figure this shit out a little bit, and that was just like the culmination of all of that, like what I learned from it, what I am learning from it currently in real time, like you know what I'm saying, like it just kind of did all of that for me, and I just kind of put it all in the album. Yeah, that's how Quit My Day Job came about. And then I started hitting them subways with Fresh. And, or actually I was hitting them with Fresh before that. But Fresh and then later on came California Dream. But I was doing Fresh and I was doing Keep 'Em High, which I think was on Mixed Green Salads actually. Those was like my 2 sliders in the subway. But funny enough, Keep 'Em High was like another one of those situations. It wasn't a death threat though this time.
you started getting better with time.
Yeah, it wasn't a death threat this time though. Like this was like the first or second time I performed it on the train, and this dude was like, "Yo, son, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was trash, but I'm gonna give you this $1 anyway." In front of everybody on the train, bro. I took the $1 to fucking.
You lying, bro.
I'm dead ass. I don't know who that man is, bro, but that nigga said that shit. I didn't perform that song again for like 6 months in the train. But one day I was like, nah, fuck that.
Nigga said, I ain't gonna lie, your shit trash.
That shit was trash, but I'm gonna give you this $1 anyway. I was like, God damn. But yeah,
nah, Subways is like Apollo, my nigga.
Hell yeah, nigga.
The fucking audience is gonna be harsh as a motherfucker.
Yo, you don't know how many times like some old white dude tried to like turn off my speaker or some shit like.
Oh nah, I would have duffed him.
Nah, see, like that's the thing though, 'cause, like
yo.
Here I am doing this song called Keep 'Em High and it's super positive. I can't punch this man in the face. Like I can't do that, bro. It's gonna like undermine the whole message of the song and shit.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to.
But it's
like
like
self-defense.
Nah, but what I would do is just rap even harder at the niggas. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas
like,
saying try to turn off your amp.
Try to turn it off. They'll try to like step on it. Like, older white ladies trying to like pull my mic cable out and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit get real in the subway sometimes, bro. That shit ain't all showtime and fist bumps. Sometimes some motherfuckers get out of hand, bro. And it's, you know, fair enough. I'm not supposed to be here. So, you know. And I'm talking about in the trains, y'all, for whoever watching this right now, in the trains. Not on the platform too, but in the trains, like in there.
Or you be hitting the platforms too?
That's where I started at first. I wasn't brave enough to hit the trains directly. Like you gotta work up to that shit. Like you can't just be, you could like, so once I did it, then I was able to take like friends out there and I helped them jump right in. You know what I'm saying? But like me, I wanted to do it, but I was scared. And then that's how it worked for me too. Like I had shout out to Naika Singh. She was on Quit My Day Job as well. The title track of the album. And she was the one who like held my hand through the subway. It's like, look, I'm gonna show you how to do it. I think I was like carrying her amp around for the day or something like that. And she would just get in there and just introduce herself and then she started doing it. I was like, okay, I could do this shit. But the first time though, like I tried different shit. Like I had like a little Bluetooth speaker trying to rap. It was me and my homie DJ Tally. That shit was nerve wracking, bro. Like I knew it was trash. I knew it was whack. A little Bluetooth ass speaker, punk ass speaker.
Oh, that sound good?
Hell no, I knew this shit was just like pacing back and forth, rapping and shit. Nobody give a fuck, shut up. But once I got like that cube and like up the performance value of it a little bit, that's when
I think I seen you one time on the A train. Yeah. Matter of fact.
A train and D train. The D train was the best train. The subway dancers.
You gotta pause that. You gotta pause that though, bro. You gotta pause that. That shit sounds crazy. Nigga said the D train was the best train.
Yo, the subway dancers though, like they was like, that's the D stand for dollars. Nigga, something about the D train was like, it was like, I think, where did D train go? The A train go.
The A train go uptown to Dykeman. The D train go to the Bronx.
I think it was more real niggas on the D train. Like it was more real niggas on the D train. Like the A train had them too, but I feel like the A train had like those people that was getting off at like the rich parts of the city and shit. Like, you know what I mean? And it was a little fancy and
They
shit.
going to Dykeman.
They didn't really like that shit, but like the D train is where like the hustlers was at. So it's like, I'm sure they was on the A train too. I ran into a few of them on the A train too, so no disrespect to the A train at all. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of dope shit on the A train too.
The D train going to the Bronx.
The D train going to the X was like, that's where, you know what I'm saying? That was a real one where people like really appreciated what you was doing, what I was doing anyway.
Well, you gotta remember, hip hop started in the Bronx, bro.
Yeah. Like I remember like something that was kind of ill to me. It was like this thug ass nigga that was on the train. He was like, yo, son, yo, for real, B, yo, that's a dope ass song. Son, like, yo, I'm a real ass nigga, bro, and I'm sitting here vibing to a song about bacon, egg, and cheeses. Like, yo, son, that's a hit, bro. You got some on your hands right there. And I was just like, yeah, dog, thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. But, you know what I mean? Like,
Bronx, if you could get love in the Bronx, then yeah, you could, you know what I mean? Because the Bronx, they critical too, my nigga. Like, niggas in the Bronx, they'll tell you trash before anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think that guy told me I was trash.
He probably was from the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas in the Bronx, they don't just be showing love like that. So if niggas from the Bronx, niggas going to the Bronx and showing you love, damn, that says a lot.
Yeah, so I mean, like, that's another thing too. Like, some of these songs, like, it's like I know like some of these songs is hard because it's like if I got like subway train riders vibe with me, then I know this is a slap. Interestingly enough, I was having a hard time getting Fuego Leon to go on the subways, but I still knew I'm still getting my ankles under that one. You know what I mean? It's a little more energetic than like most of my other records I've done so far. It's like a lot more turn than other things. Like, so I haven't been in the subways for a little while, so I gotta get my subway leg.